whereabouts is not known. It's because, Your Honor, the state was in a hurry to perpetrate this mischief. In normal circumstances, Your Honor, such proceedings would not have commenced. When you sought for explanation, Your Honor, my lord senior indicated that he was seeking summons. It's the same mischief, Your Honor. When you sought for clarification from the prosecution, the position, Your Honor, was that you seek summons. And the nature of the summons was not indicated to you. That is to say, Your Honor, therefore the application for you to deny bail must be read in light of that mischief. That other than pursuing public interests as dictated by Section 4 and 5 of the ODPP Act, the ODPP is equally pursuing other ulterior motives that are politically actuated.
Your Honor, apologies. Pursuant to directions, Your Honor, you directed the focus on the charge sheet and the accused person. If counsel has anything.
I record you.
Pursuant to directions.
Minute I record you, Mr. Kuda.
You directed?
Minute, I'll give you directions. Mr. Akula, you can continue.
You directed we focus on the charge sheet and the issues relating to bail. My colleague is submitting on a fact. Unless he has evidence as to what he wants to speak about, Your Honor, we would ask him to take the stand on the other side and we'll be willing to engage. So let him stick on bail and the rights of the accused person. Let's not impute ill motive on anybody unless they are willing to take the dog and we're ready to cross-examine.
Your response, Mr. Njiru.
Your Honor, my response is contained in the affidavit filed by the ODPP. That's not surprising, Your Honor, that the affidavit contains mere speculations. It has no tangible evidence that proves to the contrary of what I earlier submitted. If I was to proceed, Your Honor, in response to the substantive application,
I must give direction on the objection. to the law and bond and bail to avoid instances which will persuade me of fact having evidence from your end.
I am well guided,
Which
Your
will render you in a real position.
I am well guided. Your Honor, the affidavit contains mere speculations. There is no averment in the affidavit.
After every sentence, the affidavit contains
To the charge sheet before you. The averments in the affidavit have no nexus with the charges before you. These are matters that are happening in other spaces, which none of us, neither the prosecution, nor the defense, nor the court, are privy to. That is to say, Your Honor, that to deny the accused person bail on account of presupposed investigations would be tantamount or will amount to violating his constitutional rights. And most importantly, the right to presumption of innocence and the right to liberty. The argument, Your Honor, the argument that the intended witnesses are subordinates to the governor, the accused person, again is not contained anywhere in the affidavit. And the same does not amount to a compelling reason. And so to say, Your Honor, the argument that vehicles were destroyed by his agents when there is clear lack of evidence linking the so-called agency with the accused person, again is speculative. Has no probative value of whatsoever nature. The same is not empirical, and there is no nexus between that averment with the affidavit and the accused person. And as such, that cannot be considered to be a compelling reason. More annoying, Your Honor, more annoying is that the office of the ODPP, which is fully funded with the taxpayers' money, had no courtesy of proving the ownership of these vehicles. Your Honor, the producer of the so-called annexures, for instance, will not tell you who is the registered owner of KBU 734Y. Again, from the same annexure, you will not tell who is the registered owner of KCH 046T. It will not tell you who is the registered owner of KAE 738F. And you're being invited to deny bail on that ground. Registration of motor vehicles is a legal process. It is guided by the Registration of Motor Vehicles Act. And if they were courteous enough, respectful to the process and the proceedings, and holding the values of the Constitution of accountability and transparency, they would have consulted the NTSA. Permit me just to, as I pen off and invite my learned friends, to draw your attention to the charge sheet once again, that there is no charge that the governor is facing that is linked to his office. There is no way in the charge sheet that says that the governor abused his office. There is no way in the charge sheet